On the edge of the Yorkshire moors is the picturesque town of Kirby Moorside, home to auctioneer Angus Ashworth.
220, 220, 230, 240.
He's on a mission to help celebrities.
Hello, darling.
Hello!
Hi!
Angus, hello,
Anneka.
come on in.
Morning.
Turn their odds and ends
Maybe we should have a look round.
If you're ready for this,
Yeah.
it's a big place.
into piles of cash.
So do you think they're worth a bob or two?
Somebody would give you 10 quid for that.
Clearly not you.
Who signed it?
Yeah.
Sarah Baker?
Yeah.
Worth a fortune.
I think it's quite a rare thing. You're looking at about sort of 500 to 800.
OK.
Come along as he visits their homes
Gin and tonic?
This is just idyllic, isn't it?
It's pretty special, I have to say.
and uses his expert knowledge
That is actually a great find, but I can sell that all day long.
to uncover hidden gems,
That cat is pretty calm.
I'm going to introduce you to lycra room.
Wow.
sentimental family heirlooms,
I went on holiday with my mother on this little railway.
and the just plain weird.
No, Anthony said have a nosy in his cupboards, but what on earth?
Then invites them back to his Yorkshire auction house
580, 600 is it now?
to watch him put them under his gavel.
Oh my God, he's like a magician, isn't he?
Angus and his team of experts undertake around 150 collections a year.
Next is reference 27367, lot number 14.
Today's job involves a visit to a woman who has sold her home and urgently needs it clearing. With the day forecast to be a scorcher, Angus is going to need some help.
Hey, Nick.
Oh, Angus,
You're never going to guess where I'm about to go.
give us a clue.
Think helicopters, jumpsuits,
Pass.
and you've got a bit of a challenge.
Challenge Anneka. Anneka Rice?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, really.
Brilliant. She's a bit of a childhood heroine of mine. I used to
Well,
watch her
I
with our
know.
family.
Me too. I mean, you know.
All right, so who's going?
It's Jack. I did pull names out of a hat because I thought there'd be a lot of you wanting to go.
Yeah.
Should be good. Hopefully not too challenging. All right, see you when we get back.
All right, see you later.
Anneka Rice, blonde-haired ball of energy, has graced our TV screens for more than 40 years. From travelogues and treasure hunt to children's telly and Challenge Anneka, she's done it all.
I suppose people know me not so much as any particular programme. There's just a generic thing involving helicopters, some lycra, a panting cameraman following me, jumping off a cliff. It's sort of weird subliminal messages that people get when they think of me.
Angus and Jack are embarking on a sweltering 5-hour drive to London.
Do you remember watching her at Challenge Annika?
It was a bit before my time. I mean, did it finish sort of late, early 90s?
Yeah, it will have been.
Yeah. I mean, I was 94, so...
Oh, God, you're so young, Jack.
Anneka's home is a 6-bedroom Georgian property on the bank of the Thames in southwest London.
I bought this house about 35 years ago, and my children were born here, grown up here. I've had busy production offices here. It's a very, very busy, noisy, bustly, glorious house. And sadly, it's time to go. We have to move on.
Anneka is moving in just a few weeks' time, and because she's downsizing, she wants Angus and Jack to shift some of the biggest, heaviest items in the home. Lovely day for it.
I am melting.
Hi, mate.
I can't believe the day we come to London, which is always warmer than Yorkshire. It's the hottest day on British records. 40 degrees.
We're a sucker for punishment, aren't we?
It's ridiculous, this. Give me the snow any day.
The daunting prospect of shifting all the stuff in this house that has been collected over decades, but I don't know where to start. And I really trust Angus, and I just think he'll do a really good job.
Just keep those cold drinks coming, Anneka, and he'll be fine.
I'll go knock on a door and then I'll give you a shout.
Radio.
Angus, hello,
Anneka.
come on in, hi.
Thank you.
Welcome to the abode.
Whoa, what a wonderful place you have.
Thank you so much.
So you're moving house and you've got a surplus of...
Downsizing to a flat.
It's that thing. Children
Now
have
I
left the
just want,
nest.
now I
and you
want
just...
an IKEA flat pack. That's it.
That's fine. And look at this.
Just straight away.
I know.
Within 2 seconds, you found my rear of the year.
Yeah.
And all this stuff has just been cupboards. Now I'm getting it out, and the kids going, that's so cool. Don't give that away.
No.
The Rear of the Year award is firmly off limits, but there are plenty of other things here up for grabs.
Snooker table.
Excellent.
That chair.
Nice little wainscot chair. Yeah, nice. There's going to be quite a few bits, isn't there?
There's going to be a lot of bits. Honestly, by the time we go up 2 floors, you're going to be...
I'm going to feel like I'm doing
yourself.
Challenge Anneka when we're running up and down carrying furniture out.
It's only been 2 minutes, and that's 2 hefty pieces earmarked for auction.
So, we come to the first room over the river, which is unbelievable.
I mean, what a view, though.
I spent my life filming abroad, because I used to do sort of holiday programmes. And so this house was just such a refuge, such a safe place for me to come back to. So this is a very significant room to me.
Yeah, well, I can see why it's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah. So the piece in here that I was interested in you to take a look at was this secretaire.
Wonderful. It's very nice, isn't it?
The secretaire, which translates as secretary, is actually a style of bookcase cum writing desk that originated in France. This one is around 250 years old.
It's a wonderful piece, and I find them very practical, as a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
The market's dropped a bit on them. I think, already what I've seen so far, I think really, these items go into one of our country house sort of fine art sales.
Another floor? Unless there's anything else in here. I mean, I know you've got your eye on Cindy and Patch, which are my original dolls. So they're 55 years old or something. I can see that's not floating his boat. Come on, Angus.
They were your dolls as a little girl?
Yeah. Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
With Cindy and Patch not cutting Angus's mustard, the challenge rolls on.
So I'm going to introduce you to lycra room.
Wow. I mean, as a young lad watching Anneka Rice jumping out of helicopters in very tight, full-length bodysuits, you would have thought all these years later I'd be in Anneka's bedroom looking at all her jumpsuits.
But I wear them the whole time I was filming.
You still wear them now?
I wore that one there last week. I was
Yeah.
filming a sitcom for Channel 4. Well, my kids, there's one son in particular who used to borrow them to go clubbing in. I mean, do you want to put one on?
Well, I haven't quite got your fine figure, Anneka.
Sorry to tell your wife when you get home.
Right, stretchy, that's all right.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's got A for Angus. This is perfect. She chose the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just
I'll
half
just,
of it.
just.
Look, it's great.
You don't have any in tweed, do you, Anneka?
I mean, if you're still wearing them, I don't suppose you'd want to sell any of them, would you?
Not at this point, because they're just really useful. I do wear them a lot, weirdly.
The wardrobe they're kept in, however, is going in the van. While Jack starts sizing up the furniture, Anneka has some unique pieces to show Angus.
So, this is my art studio, which is normally knee-deep in cloths and dust sheets and goodness knows what.
You're quite the artist.
Art is something I'm very passionately involved with. I paint with a wonderful tribe of painters once a week. And when in between filming and doing other things, that is how I relax. I'd love you to take that plans chest.
The plans chest, yep, definitely.
Plans chests were designed to hold architectural drawings.
I do these very, very sketchy, quick life drawings.
I mean, cows, great subject.
I love cows. It's weird. I love dancers and I love cows. We can go find a field and a cow.
I'm not
you
very
could get
good
your
at
kit
painting.
off.
Right.
And I could do still life of the cow and Angus and the field.
Right.
Now, that's not an offer you get every day, eh, Angus?
As we speak, he's just getting his kit off and I'm going to get painting. You undressed yet, Angus?
To spare his blushes, Anneka's allowed Angus to keep his clobber on for the rest of the tour.
Angus, come and take a seat. I wondered if you'd like this sofa.
I would. Is that a George Smith?
It's a George Smith. I've had it restored and it's just been reupholstered. It is quite a big piece of furniture.
They are big, but there's a good market for it.
So comfy.
British furniture maker George Smith produces upholstered pieces inspired by classic vintage design.
Yeah, all we need now is a few chaps to load the van and
Yes.
just...
Guys, can you start? Thank you.
Unfortunately, that's your gig, Angus. Easy does it, boys.
It's what you'd expect to find in a big country house, is a big sofa like this. Very Victorian in terms of its supports. It's in good condition and, you know, probably looking at about £1,000, £1,500 on that. They always sell well, so yeah, good start.
I didn't think again Angus would be interested in taking that because it's a huge beast of a thing. And his eyes lit up. That sofa went in his van before I could change my mind.
The van might be filling up, but Angus has just discovered the delights of Anneka's garage.
These used to do really well. Coffers, or, I mean, most people would call them a blanket box. They're basically a storage chest, and these would have been candle boxes originally. You'd have had your candles laid in there, obviously, pre-electricity days. And this, it's a relatively early one, because if you look at the hinges, it's known as a wire hinge or a pin hinge, as opposed to a traditional lever hinge that we'd associate furniture with now. So it's probably 18th century.
What's nice is this could go in any home, and its utility, it's still useful nowadays.
End of the bed, we all need storage space, don't we? And yeah, it's a lovely thing. It's going to be a heavy thing, because it's oak.
Yeah, but we like heavy things, don't we?
Well, shall we get it on the van?
Yeah, perfect.
Right.
The boys might be making light work of that chest. But the afternoon sun is taking its toll, and this treasure hunt is turning into Challenge Angus.
Still a lot to get on yet. It's just a matter of basically playing Tetris. At this rate, with the heat, I think Anneka will be doing her still life naked drawing of me at the end of the day, because I'll be ready to get my clothes off.
This job is clearly a marathon, not a sprint, with a bit of weightlifting thrown in for good measure. And it's good to see you using every last inch of that van.
You know, so if somebody died of heat exhaustion, like us, their coffin be laid out on the table like this. Look, it's perfect length for me.
Nice try, Angus, but there's no rest for the wicked.
I sort of feel I need to go and get my Challenge Anneka clipboard. Do you think it's too late to say I'd like my sofa back?
It's been a backbreaker of a day for the boys, but they're nearly done. The final item is a garden swing chair. Fortunately, it's in bits.
Oh my God. And what happens now? It goes off to Yorkshire?
Back to Yorkshire.
And I'll see you there?
And we'll see you on auction day. It's been hard work, but you know what? It's been a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hosting Anneka there. I think she's going to enjoy it. And yeah, I'm going to go get some water and hot van back to Yorkshire. Brilliant.
See you later.
After a sweltering 5-hour trek back to North Yorkshire, Jack has enlisted Pete to help shift Anneka's things into the sale room.
Ready?
Doesn't look like the sofa's made it very far, though.
It's a nice sofa, this, isn't it?
It is today.
It is. I mean, Anneka was a bit before my time, but do you remember her on telly?
Yeah. She was very energetic, I must admit.
Anyway, back to it, boys. That pine shelving won't shift itself.
Well.
Meanwhile, Angus is enjoying the relative cool inside the sale room.
I absolutely love wainscot chairs. And wainscot basically is, in simple terms, is panelling. So it's a panel back chair.
These oak chairs were common in early 17th century England and colonial America.
The trouble with this one is it's actually a little bit on the low side. Now, it's possible that it's been cut down, and that's quite common in older chairs. Things were used and repurposed, and, you know, nothing was really thrown out. So if there was a bit of rot on there, we just cut it down a bit, and that's fine. It's not going to do fortunes, sort of £100 to £200. This is a fairly clean, tidy, but plain wainscot.
The big day has arrived, and Anneka has made the trip up from London to see how her things get on at auction.
Hi, Angus. Hello again.
Anneka.
Oh, it's not quite so hot this time.
No, it's a lot cooler, so it's still got a bit of sunshine.
So is this where it all happens?
No, well, this is the sort of goods in, say, organised chaos, but,
Okay.
but yeah, it's just through here.
Since the clearance, Anneka's been thinking about one of the items Angus took.
Oh, there it is.
She's come up with a new plan for the snooker table.
I put it on social media and I've had the most lovely, lots of people getting in touch in the area and as a youth group, which sound really nice. And they provide a vital service to the community and they would love it.
We'll more than happy. Once it gets all arranged, we'll deliver it to them and get it all set up
That
for
would be
them.
so. I'm now very excited about this snooker table. This is now my favourite item.
With the snooker table destined for charity, fingers crossed today's buyers will go potty for the rest of her things.
It's lovely to see Angus again. It's lovely to be here. And I'm rather looking forward to it. And hope that Angus is, on form today. Hope he's not having an off day. I suppose the thing I feel the most pang for is my plan chest, which is where I used to keep all my artwork. So that was always in my art studio. So I hope that goes to a nice home.
So strong is the interest in today's sale, several prospective buyers have already registered commission bids for some of the lots. Tracking online bids are sale room assistant Jasper and specialist valuer Charlotte, while receptionist Joe is on phone duty. Anticipation is building and the sale room is ready.
Right, it starts off nice and low, but we'll get there. We'll start off low and see where we get to. Next run of items came out of a wonderful home.
First up, it's the George Smith sofa.
600, 620, 640, 680, 700, 800, 900, 1,000.
An online bidder is battling it out with someone on the phone line.
1,400, 1,500, 1,600.
We've had this sofa for a long time.
1,700.
It's a real family favourite. It's just been upholstered.
1,750, 1,800, 1,900. At £1,900 it is. Surely any advance now at £1,900. They don't come up very often. At £1,950. Thank you. 2,000. At £2,000, you're making me work for it. At £2,000 it is. Then at 2,000, we're all done.
It's gone.
We're all done. The gavel is up. I'm going to sell at £2,000.
It's gone to the internet bidder.
I'm going to be a disaster at this. Honestly, it's too emotional. Because I'm just seeing that sofa and all my kids sitting on it. Oh my God. I need some therapy or some gin.
Oh dear, poor Anneka. And now another family seat is going to pluck at your heartstrings.
One of my favourite things in the sale, this wonderful hardwood swing bench. There we go, where should be for this? 180, 190, 200, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290.
I've got photos of my kids from very small right through all their exam revision. Everything was done on that swing bed.
I'm going to have to hurry now, round it up to 500. 500, thank you. 520, thank you, madam. At 520 it is, then at 520. At 520 it is, then at 520. We're all done for the swing bench at 520.
It's another sale.
Oh, I hope that goes to a lovely home.
The pine shelving is up next.
This is my favourite.
Quality dresser is up there.
But the trouble is it's so huge, it actually doesn't fit into most people's homes.
340 in the room. At 340, bids of the room at 360, back in. 380.
Come on, I don't want this to go for nothing. It's too special.
No pressure, Angus.
The bid's at 380. At £380 it is, then I'm selling at 380.
A sizable sum for a hefty piece. Next up, the wardrobe that housed all of Anneka's iconic jumpsuits.
360. 380, 400. At £400 it is. At £400, at 400. At £400 it is then. 420 is it now?
Come on, it's the lycra cupboard.
All done at 400.
Gone, but not forgotten. Now it's the turn of the wainscot chair.
The 18th century and later, £90 at 90, 5, 100, 110. At 110 it is then at 110, 120.
And it's a very nice chair, actually. It's very comfy, surprisingly.
120. Commission bids out at 120. It is then at 120. 130. Anywhere is it for the wainscot? At 120.
Not a bad price at all. Up next is the piece about which Anneka was having a few last-minute jitters.
The plan chest, £380 we're at 380. £380 for the plan chest there at 380. 380, 400, anywhere is it now? At 400, anywhere is it now? 420, thank you, 420. At 420 it is then, we're all done. Good price for a plan chest. I'm selling then at 420.
Now, is anyone in the market for Anneka's mahogany secretaire?
That's carry this down a flight of stairs so I know how heavy it is. There we go, on the hottest day on British records. 300, 300. 340 we're up to, 340 at 340, 360, 380, 380, 400 at £400, 420. 420 it is then at 440, 460, 460, 480, we're off now. 500 and bid, 600, 700.
I think I'm high energy, and Angus is sort of off the scale.
900, sale room, you're out. 920, 940, 940, 940, 980, round it up. £1,000 for me now, please.
The room may be out, but the bids keep coming.
1,200 on the phone. £1,300 bid on the phone at 1,300. 1,350. 1,400 for you. Yes. 1,400 on the phone. Final call for the internet bid. I'm going to sell to the phone at 1,000.
Come on, keep going.
1,450, just in time. Rounded up to 1,500. I'm going to sell then the lovely secretaire at £1,450. Thank you.
Let's hope the buyer doesn't live in a top-floor flat. So will the final lot be able to light up anyone's afternoon?
Here's the pair of Indian-style table lamps there with the globular hammered metal bodies there and shades. There we go. Where should be for this? I've got 40, 2, 5, 8, 50, 50 and bid at 50. The pair at 50. They're nice of those, aren't they? At 50. Letting the internet catch up. It's all online now. 70 and nearly fell off the rostrum. 75, 75, 80, £80 a bid at 80. It is then 85, 85, 85. Don't miss out now. At 85 the pair. At 85, 90, £90 a bid at 90, £95 at 95. Round it up for me, surely. 100, £100 a bid. Thank you. 100, 110, 110. 120 is it now? At £110 at 110 at 120. 120, 130, 130. At 130 it is then at 130, 140, 140, 150, 160. 160 it is then at £160 at 160. 170 at 170 the pair. 180, 180, 180. Don't mistake it at 180 the pair of table lamps. At 180 we're all done. Gavel is up at 180.
A fitting finale to a stonking sale. But once Angus has tallied up the total, will Anneka be happy with her takings?
You know, that was quite an emotional...
Yeah.
I mean, really, I was so overwhelmed by your performance. And, I mean, there were a couple of things where I went, oh...
Well, you'll be taking home £5,649.
Wow, that's great. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Thank you so much, Angus.
And of course, I haven't forgotten, we'll be delivering the snooker table and setting that up.
Thank you so much.
We've had a wonderful time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Funnily enough, at the end, when he came and told me the money side of it, I'd even forgotten that was that was a thing, because the whole process for me has been about moving on. Without him, we'd still be in that house going, we can't move.
I'm absolutely delighted. The secretaire did incredibly well. All in all, I think it's been a great day for everybody, and I think a little bit emotional for Anneka seeing them go, but some good results, and I'm certainly happy.
Angus clocks up around 60,000 miles a year travelling to house clearances. Today he's hitting the road with specialist valuer Nick, and they're heading deep into enemy territory. Well, Lancashire to be precise.
We're going over the hills, over the Pennines.
Over the hills and far away.
They're responding to an SOS from an actor known to millions across the country.
Interestingly, he's recently just got an MBE for services to military charities.
Well, that'd be right up your street there, won't it?
I don't know if you know that I was in the army, but...
Yeah, so I had an inkling.
Who can it be?
I suppose you come this way that often, do you, Angus? I mean, I know you're loath to leave Yorkshire.
Angus and Nick have driven 90 miles into deepest Lancashire to meet someone familiar to millions. Anthony Cotton, one of Britain's most beloved TV stars, has scooped multiple awards in a 2-decade-long career, most notably as Sean Tully, resident of the nation's most famous soap street.
I thought I'd do 3 months at Coronation Street and that'd be it. And then 20 years later, here we are.
Another huge part of Anthony's life is raising money for military charities.
Truth is, I get asked this a lot, why do you do it? What made you get into it? How did it happen? The honest answer is my friends that are serving or have served, it's them. It's my way of saying thank you to them for their service.
Anthony will be donating proceeds from his sale to military charities. What's more, he can't wait to have a clear out.
My mum and dad, they live round the corner, so it's easier for them to bring stuff round. You know, if I lived in Australia, they wouldn't be bringing no decanters around, would they? My mum will often turn up, just brought this round because I wondered if you fancied having it. So it's gone from being in cupboards in their house to cupboards in my house.
Oh, here we are.
Not bad, Nick, was it?
Perfect.
Well, I'll go find Anthony and I'll give you a shout, Nick.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'll leave you the keys.
All right, thanks. I'll just get the van ready then.
I've asked Andy's here because I'm fascinated by all the stuff that his job entails. You know, he's a Yorkshireman, he'd nip a current in half. So we're going to get the real deal with him.
Hello.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very good. We don't normally let white roses in here, but we'll make the exception. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Lancashire.
Once upon a time, Anthony's home was a working farmhouse, although you'd never know it now, judging from the inside.
Have you been here a long time, or?
I bought the house about 17 years ago and then renovated it ourselves. And so it was a proper labour of love. It took a couple of years.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, what a job.
This is the champagne corner. These are stuff that I've bought in the past or I've been given on opening nights and because I'm sentimental,
Yeah.
I can't bear the idea of drinking it.
Yeah.
And what happens is you don't drink it.
And champagne should be drunk.
You're absolutely right, champagne should be drunk. So I've had a word with myself,
Yeah.
and if it can raise a bit of money that I can give to one of my military charities, then I'm willing to do that.
Fantastic.
So these are the best of the lot.
Yeah, you've got some good stuff. I mean, you've got proper champagne, haven't we, you know?
So do you think they're worth a bob or two?
Yeah, they will be. I'll have a look at prices, but they will be.
The champagne will be auctioned by the bottle, and if it all sells, it'll be happy hour for Anthony. Right, what's next?
This is what I would call assorted tat. Now, my mum said, oh, this might be worth something. I don't think it is. She said that was to celebrate the opening of the St Lawrence Seaway.
Not a great deal.
Okay.
No.
This is Royal Worcester
Yes.
cake stand. It's a nice decanter set there. Somebody like that for Christmas,
It is
wouldn't they?
nice, yeah, yeah.
What about your time on Corrie, Anthony? Got any mementos of that?
It's a model of the street, and
Yeah.
they all come in separate little pieces.
Okay, yeah.
And basically, what I do is, if I see one of them online, I go and buy them, because then I will donate them to charities, sign them,
Yeah.
and then they can sell them and raise some money for their charities. They're very rare now, because they're not made anymore, so we could maybe send that, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's great.
You have a go through all that.
Okay.
And then the rest of it, see what you find.
I'll go get Nick and
Go and get
we'll make
Nick.
a start.
Amongst Anthony's collection of quirky goodies, Angus needs to find items that can make some serious coin for charity. So today, the heat is on.
There's a lot of stuff there, but it's very neat, pristine, behind cupboard doors. So I think I'm going to root through all these cupboards, basically, and see what we can find.
Today, both Angus and Nick will need to bring their A game.
Nick,
Angus. Yes.
how you doing? You all right?
Not too bad.
Good.
How did it go?
All right, actually. He's great. I think there'll be a few bits you're interested in. We're just going to have a rummage.
That's the spirit, Angus. Get stuck in. You never know what might crop up.
It's a good house, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
He's got some quirky stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Obviously a big football fan as well.
Yeah, clearly.
Angus is really lovely. He's currently upstairs in my office having a right old rummage. I hope he finds something he goes, this is worth 10 grand. Yes. I don't think it's going to happen, though.
Keep the faith, Anthony. If anyone has mastered the art of a good rummage, it's Angus. And Nick's not too shabby either.
Oh, box of Caesar's, something from Caesar's Palace.
That's quite cool, actually.
A 1950s box of matchbooks from an iconic hotel in Las Vegas just might catch fire at the auction.
That'd be all right, you know.
Okay, well, I'll pop them to one side.
Yeah.
I've got some proper 1980s electronica here, though.
It's like what people wear nowadays, isn't it? Where they have these watches that do everything.
Smartwatches, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like an early smartwatch.
It was the first time Seiko produced watches with screens. Even James Bond swapped out his Rolex for a Seiko.
I mean, it would appeal to watch collectors, but also there's a big trend now, isn't it? People collecting early technology, isn't there? And this ties into both markets, really.
And it's all got its box and everything, but what do you think something like that would actually be worth?
I think maybe sort of 60 to 80, 70 to 100, something like that.
The Seiko watch is a total surprise because I'd completely forgotten I had it. I think I must have been 10. So what's that, about 12 years old, maybe? Will I get away with that? No.
While Nick starts packing up the vintage gadgets, Angus wants a closer look at Anthony's Coronation Street miniature.
We couldn't come to Anthony's and not get a bit of Coronation Street. So you could have bought these individually and then you would have aimed to get the whole street. And actually, they don't come up very often. I've probably, in my lifetime, probably only sold one set, maybe. I mean, I don't think it's particularly huge money, maybe 50 to 100 pounds. If we can get Anthony to sign it with his character name and signature, that might add a bit of value to some die-hard Coronation Street fans.
They're special and you don't see them in their full, you know, people take the houses and have got bits missing off it, whereas it's a full set. So I've got one still, so that's why I'm happy for one to go.
Meanwhile, Angus is digging even deeper.
What on earth?
The latest pick is a total mystery.
Anthony?
Yes?
Found something a bit odd in your cupboard. Why have you got, like, noses?
Right, these are... I see how this looks weird. These are prosthetic noses, and they are from... they are Ian McKellen's noses, and they are Gandalf's.
Wow. So, I mean, you're a massive Lord of the Rings fan, then?
Fan of the books as a child, and also a fan of the films because my friend Ian was in them. So, and then I got to go and visit The Hobbit as it was being filmed. It was the best 6 weeks of my life. So I treasure those.
OK, we'll put those back in the cupboard.
They're nothing to be sniffed at, Angus.
This is why I love my job. You keep getting surprises. Never before have I opened the cupboard to find Ian McKellen's Gandalf's nose. Yeah, I think I'll remember that one for a while.
It's been a busy 6 hours at Anthony's home, but Angus and Nick are finally done. And with the van loaded up, it's almost time to head back to Kirby Moorside.
Come to say bye.
Yeah, well, we're all done and loaded.
Thank you very much for bringing your Yorkshire charm. We've really, really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. We'll see you on auction day.
Yes, we can't wait.
Right, hit the road.
Right. Safe journey. I've been to auctions, yes, but I've never been the person that's kind of behind the gavel, selling stuff. So it's going to be exciting. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Anthony's a seriously nice guy, and he's got a few interesting bits. You know, champagne. Who doesn't like a glass of bubbly? So that's going to sell well, but he's giving all the money to charity, and we're going to raise as much money as we can, and we've got to show, really, Lancashire that Yorkshire can get good prices, don't we? Yeah, got to do a good job on this one.
Angus is back on home turf. Eager to inspect the latest haul is Valuer Mark.
Oh, you're right, Mark.
Oh, Angus, how was your trip?
It was all right. Do you know what? Considering it was Lancashire, it was very nice. We've got a load of champagne, Mark.
Always popular.
There's also some good, there's some good names in there. So, yeah, they're all bottles he's been given over the years, and his champagne fridge was full, so surplus to requirement.
Brilliant.
Yeah. You can have a good party with that, Mark.
Definitely.
Meanwhile, inside, valuers Jack and Charlotte are giving Anthony's mum's glassware a more detailed examination.
The thing that will sell it is because it's cut glass. It's not just ordinary glass. That's the one thing you always find with decanters. The one thing they always lose is the stopper.
Yeah, or it damages.
Or it damages. I mean, especially in older models. I mean, price-wise, it's not fantastic, as we know.
There's still certain pieces do very well. I mean, of course, Lalique, the big seller. There's actually a Lalique decanter sold not that long ago for about $127,000. And the thing is, with quite a few of these items, you can do certain things. I mean, you could have that as a fancy sweet bowl.
Yeah.
With a nice little lid. You could put that as a goblet for your flowers. But my mum, what she does, they fill it up with bubble bath. So they enter their bubble bath, so it's a bit of a fancy thing, pouring your bath.
Just make sure you don't get it mixed up with the sherry decanter. Anthony's got an eclectic collection of gear going under the gavel. And each item needs to be researched, catalogued and photographed in plenty of time before auction day comes around.
This is a matchbox set from Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Price-wise, certain memorabilia from the Las Vegas period does very well. If it was the Flamingo, which was the first casino in Nevada, I think we would probably put it at a bit of a higher reserve. For example, there was a sale recently in Los Angeles of a large collection of mob-related items, including 2 of the chips that were at the beginning of the Flamingo's creation. The $10 chip went for near $20,000. And it just gives you an idea of how these pieces of history from that period in America just sort of bring out people's interest and pique their collective buzz to get items.
As the bidders gather for the auction, Anthony's braved the trip across the Pennines for the big day.
It'd be great to see Anthony today. He's got his official day pass that allows somebody from Lancashire to come into Yorkshire, so that's all fine and above board.
Hello, we meet again.
Oh, we do.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome to Yorkshire.
Is it busy?
Quite a few people in. There'll be a lot online, and hopefully there's some champagne connoisseurs out there.
I'm so excited. This is like my heaven. Yes.
Brilliant. Well, come on in.
Thank you very much.
With a few minutes to spare before his first lot, Anthony takes the chance to say goodbye to his goodies.
I'm most interested to see how the little bits that have been gathering dust are going to do. The watch and stuff that I've had in my life forever, but I've never really given 2 thoughts about because they've just been part of my childhood.
Anthony is donating the proceeds of today's sale to charity, so Angus has an added incentive to secure maximum bids. As Jasper and Jack fire up the monitors and James gets to portering, it's showtime!
By special permission, we've left a little bit of Lancashire into Yorkshire to come over the border.
Quiet down in the front. The first lot is one of the most famous addresses in the northwest of England.
This is Coronation Street. You might not actually know it, but they don't have a real street, they just do it in miniature. And they're signed on the base and signed on Anthony's character's house. Where should be for this? £30?
Okay.
£30 start me at £30, let's go. £30 for the whole of Coronation Street. 32, 5 on 35, £35 at 35, 35, 38, 40.
The pressure.
42, 45, at 45, 48 back in at 48, 50, 50. It's in the room at 50. At £50 it is then. At £50 you've got 1 fan. At £50 it is then at 50. At £50 at 50. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Next up, 3 lots from Anthony's mum, starting with her collection of decorative ceramics.
There we go, where should be for this? £20 start me. £20 start me at £20 at 20, surely. £20 anywhere is it now? This lovely little mixed lot of ceramics there at £20 at 20, at 20. These were your mums, weren't they? We don't want her to cry.
These were my mums.
£20 start me, 20 and bid, thank you. £20 it is then at 20. Thank you.
Have we sold them?
Yeah.
Mega.
Sold to someone who might appreciate them a bit more. And now the decanter set. Will it too go to a loving home?
12, 15, 15 and bid at 15. At 15, all boxed up. Work as a Christmas present, wouldn't it? 18 and bid at £18. 18, 20, £22. At 22, it is all competition now. At 22, it's 25 and bid at £25. £28, £28 at 28. Rounded up to 30. £30 a bid at 30, it is then at £30 at 30. At 30, 222. 32, it is then at £32. At 32, it is
Stuff. I didn't know whether anybody would buy it. So I'm thrilled.
Rounded up to 40 for me. Thank you, madam. 40 at £40 at 40 in the room now. At £40, it's gone from the net to the room at 40. At £40 it is then. We're all done. At £40 at 40, selling then at 40. Thank you very much, madam.
Now, will anyone roll the dice on the Las Vegas matchbooks?
There we go. These are great. £20, bid. 20 and bid at 20. At £20 and bid at 20 it is then. At £20 to 5. £25 at 25 it is then. At 25 for the matches. At £25.
It's another sale.
Amazing.
Right, now we're on to the good stuff.
Next up are 3 bottles of champagne, each being offered as a separate lot.
£30 a bid at 30 it is then. At £30. At £30 it is then. At £30 at 30. At £40 it is then. At 40. 35.
The bottles of bubbly keep on popping.
140 at 140.
Bringing in a tasty £235. Last on the menu is potentially the most sought-after bottle of all.
The Dom Perignon Vintage 1999 champagne in the presentation box there. Internet comes straight in. £90 a bid at 90. £90 a bid at 90. Online at 90. 5 fresh bid. £95 at 95. Worth this. 100 at £100. 110. 110 it is then at 110. 110 at 110 at 110. 120. 120. 120. Sell in bid at 120. 130 is it now surely. At 120 for the Dom Perignon. At 120 it is then at 120. 130 bid. 130 and bid at 130. 140. 150. 150. 150. 150 it is then at 150. 160 anywhere is it now. 150 at 150 at £150. 150.
Very good.
Angus is going back to the 80s with this final lot. It's the digital wristwatch.
We'll start. 30, 32, 35, 38, 42, 58.
It's a straight fight between 2 internet bidders.
100 at 100, 110. 110 at 110. At 110 at 110. At 110 it is then at £110. At £110 then we all done at 110 for the watch. At 110. 110, thank you.
Let's hope the new owner knows what all those buttons do. Now Angus has shifted all of Anthony's lots. How much has he raised for charity?
Well, it's so exciting. I genuinely didn't want it to end. I was thinking, oh, we should have brought more stuff.
You did all right.
I'm made up.
Good.
But you're here to reveal the truth now.
Take you 714.
Amazing. I'm thrilled. Because it was all just gathering dust. So I was really, really pleased.
Fantastic.
It's amazing.
Well, you've been an absolute joy.
Thank you very
really
much. And thank you for looking after us.
Excellent.
It's been mega.
Stamp your passport so you can get back over the border.
I've loved it. But I'm genuinely thrilled. It was lovely that we had some Coronation Street fans in the room, rather than it selling on the internet somewhere that you never know. So I was thrilled that the lady bought it and I've signed it personally to her. So yeah, it's always nice to meet somebody that's a fan of the show. So it's been brilliant.
You know, I'm really pleased the early tech did well, the early technology, the watch, and I think he was quite surprised with that. So yeah, there was definitely a few fans of Corrie in Yorkshire. He's been an absolute gent, lovely guy, and yeah, hopefully you'll see him again.
Three weeks later, Angus and Pete deliver Anneka's snooker table to a charity in Sheffield. And it doesn't take long for it to be put to good use in its new home.
Oh, what a shot!
On the edge of the Yorkshire moors is the picturesque town of Kirby Moorside, home to auctioneer Angus Ashworth.
220, 220, 230, 240.
He's on a mission to help celebrities.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Hi.
Angus.
Anneka.
Come on in.
Morning.
Turn their odds and ends
Maybe we should have a look round.
If you're ready for this,
Yeah.
it's a big place.
into piles of cash.
So do you think they're worth a bob or two?
Somebody would give you 10 quid for that.
Clearly not you.
Who signed it?
Yeah.
Sarah Baker?
Yeah.
Worth a fortune.
I think it's quite a rare thing. You're looking at about sort of 500 to 800.
OK.
Come along as he visits their homes
Gin and tonic?
This is just idyllic, isn't it?
It's pretty special, I have to say.
and uses his expert knowledge
That is actually a great find, but I can sell that all day long.
to uncover hidden gems,
That cat is pretty calm.
I'm going to introduce you to lycra room.
Wow.
sentimental family heirlooms,
I went on holiday with my mother on this little railway.
and the just plain weird.
No, Anthony said have a nosy in his cupboards, but what on earth?
Then invites them back to his Yorkshire auction house
580, 600 is it now?
to watch him put them under his gavel.
Oh my God, he's like a magician, isn't he?
Angus has been running his auction house for over a decade.
Fresh bid 95, 100, thank you. I'm going to sell at £100. Gosh.
So he knows a good thing when he sees one.
Good table, isn't it?
And with a crack team of experts behind him,
Spin it round and it gives you an electric shock.
you can bet the auction room always has something somebody wants to buy. But Angus is always on the hunt for new things.
Morning, Charlotte.
Morning.
Catch you up on the news, are you?
Have you seen these? These World War II newspapers. We're using too much electricity in the home.
Some things never change, do they?
It could be today's headline, that, couldn't it?
Good. Well, talking of news, we've got a little trip.
Oh, have we?
Somebody that's very famous in the news. She was the BBC royal correspondent. I thought you'd like to come along with me.
Yeah, sounds exciting. Let's
Brilliant.
go.
So who is Angus hoping will have a collection of goodies for him to sell? Jenny Bond. From the newsroom to outside Buckingham Palace to the celebrity jungle, Jenny has graced the nation's telly screens for over 30 years.
I think the image of the job got mixed up with my image. So basically, I think people just thought I was that bit rather stuck-up, posh broad. And actually, I'm quite funny.
Some of these country lanes down here
Well, they're not made for the van, are they?
They've got an epic 400-mile trip ahead of them to Jenny's home in another of the UK's most beautiful counties.
We're on the very, very tip of South Devon. It's very beautiful. And my husband Jim and I bought this valley with a First World War barracks hut on it 30 years ago. Then we built this house and lived here permanently for the last 20.
What do you reckon she'll be like?
I mean, she's probably been closer to the royals than most people ever will in their life.
Oh, definitely,
You know, she's done a lot of other stuff, including presenting, an antiques programme. So I'm looking quite forward to it.
Jenny is hoping that her own attic is concealing a bit of cash and is looking to part ways with some of her mementos.
I seem to have accumulated an awful lot of stuff. Some of it's the royal memorabilia I've collected over the years. So I'm basically decluttering, I think, and hopefully make a bit of money, and I'll use it for my lovely, lovely grandchildren who are aged 2 and 1.
That's a steep drop. I'm not going to look on that stuff.
Yeah, well, she's down this country lane somewhere. Oh, wow, Charlotte. Look at oh, my word, what a house.
Amazing. Look at the boat.
Doesn't look like there's anywhere to get turned down now. That I'm gonna reverse it down. You enjoy the view.
I will.
And I'll go meet Jenny.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Hello.
Good to see you.
And you.
I love your outfit.
Oh,
you
thank
look
you.
proper Yorkshire.
Well, I am. Mind you, it's a bit warm. It might have to come off in a minute, but...
It is, isn't it? Well, come in.
Thank you.
And you. Come and sit down, hey?
Thank you. Oh, I mean, this is just idyllic, isn't it?
It's pretty special, I have to say, yeah. But what we originally bought was a First World War barracks hut, which was on the lawn behind you. And it was wonderful. The roof would leak, people would spill some wine on the floor, say, doesn't matter. We had the best parties, we absolutely loved it. And then we built a posh new house, and yeah, you take your shoes off.
I suppose it was nice having that place you could come back to. I mean, you must have been all over the world with your job.
I have travelled the world, I hesitate to say with the royal family, sort of in pursuit of the royal family. No, generally invited. I mean, we were the official press, obviously. Yeah, we'd travel the world to some wonderful places.
These are obviously sort of memories from your time, and I know these aren't to go, but tell me about some of these.
This is the box that was given to me by Diana.
Okay.
I was there at Kensington Palace and I said, "Oh, ma'am, your legs look great. My legs always look rubbish. What tights do you wear?" And she went to the bedroom and brought me a pair of tights. And I was trying to memorise what they were, like a good reporter, when she said, no, keep them. So I did. And a few days later, a lady in waiting came up and said, "Oh, the princess wants to know how your royal tights are doing." And I said, "Oh my God, I've laddered them. So I wrote her a note and said, "It's with great regret that I have to confess I have in fact laddered my royal tights, but it makes no difference because my legs still didn't look like yours anyway." And then I was told to go to the palace, a phone call, go to the palace, and I was given this box. And I opened it up, and inside there were 7 pairs of these tights. And I have 2 left, just 2. There was a note from Diana saying, "Hope you see the amusing side of this package. Anyway, wishing you a happy Christmas from Diana."
Oh, that's wonderful.
So it was 96.
I'm guessing there might be a few royal themes with what we're taking away today.
I did rummage around the attic, and I did come across some of my royal memorabilia, things I've collected. They may not be of value, but they probably are of interest.
Excellent. Wonderful. Well, I'd love to have a look round.
Let's go and have a look. Take a peek.
The tights are too precious for Jenny to part with. Let's hope Angus can persuade her to let go some of her other royal collectibles.
This is, well, I was going to say the library, but actually it's my husband's library. When we had the house built, we both decided we'd have one luxury. His idea of luxury is being surrounded by books.
Afraid I have to agree with him. I would love this.
Well, he spends hours and hours in here, and I don't know, we've accumulated various knickknacks. There's a Jubilee bear.
Golden Jubilee bear.
Yeah.
But no books to go. They're obviously.
Well, no, I think he put one out. It's that one, Salman Rushdie. He's got loads of first editions, but this is just one of them.
These sell quite well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there must be hundreds in here we could quietly dispose of. No, I can't do that. But he did say that one.
Well, I suspect, Jenny, that we've got little bits dotted all over the house. I mean, if you're happy for me to have a bit of a walk round, see what I can find, and I'll get Charlotte in and see what we can come up with.
Good plan. I can go and put my feet up, have a cup of coffee. Yes!
Of course you can.
All right. OK. Good luck.
With just half a day to clear Jenny's things, Angus and Charlotte need to get a move on.
Charlotte, how are you loving the views?
It's amazing, isn't it?
We're just going to have a look round and see what we can find.
OK, great.
While Angus goes in search of royal collectibles, painting specialist Charlotte is naturally drawn to Jenny's art.
It's quite an interesting painting, caught my eye because it's got the subject matter of sort of the coast. It looks to be sort of late 19th, early 20th century. And I think the subject matter is actually smugglers or shipwreckers. It sort of looks to be around the £40 mark, so £30 to £50.
There'd have been plenty of smugglers round these parts back then. Ahoy there, Angus. What have you spied?
I mean, we couldn't come to Jenny Bond's house and not find some royal memorabilia. What's really interesting I've picked out of here is an old auction catalogue. If you've bought a dress worn by Princess Diana, you want the provenance to go with it, so you keep the catalogue. What's nice, this has got all the prices in it. So this, I presume, was Jenny's, and she went to the sale and commented on Diana's. I mean, look at Diana's dress. Some of her dresses made $45,000 for a dress, $30,000.
The 1997 Christie's auction of Diana's dresses raised over $3 million for charity.
These catalogues are actually very collectible now.
Very glamorous, just like our Jenny. Come to think of it, where is she?
It's quite hard to get your footing. This is, 5 acres of wild Devon that has to be tamed in some way or another. Sometimes you'll find me in the pond in a thigh-length rubber waders because somebody's got to clean the pond out and my husband ain't going to do it. I fell in it last year. I was unfortunate, but quite funny.
Goodness me. I wonder what a deeper dive into Jenny's career keepsakes will reveal.
They've got this lovely menu. I mean, imagine having that as a menu. Luncheon to mark the 40th anniversary of Her Majesty's accession to the throne.
It's a scroll which is the menu from the Guildhall lunch in 1992, which was the Queen's Annus Horribilis. It was the year when everything went wrong. And at this point, Windsor Castle had just caught on fire. And she made this poignant speech, which she said, "This has been an annus horribilis. So it was a very historic occasion and a very historic lunch.
And there's a second menu here too. Jenny has given Charlotte and Angus free rein of her house. That's right, Angus. Shoes up upstairs. House rules.
Jenny's very kindly said I can have a route round in her loft, and there's a lot of vinyl records up here, but mostly country and western.
My husband had a country music show, and as a result, he collected, it must be 1,000 vinyl records, and they've just been sitting there. I think it's just time to say farewell.
They are saleable, but it's a very niche market. And are we best suited for that? I don't know. But there's a couple that aren't country and western. The vinyl that really sells has got to be the right names.
After nearly 20 trips to and from Jenny's loft, the van is gradually filling up. Cataloguing over 1,000 records will keep the team back in Yorkshire busy. With time ticking on, there's a chance for one more hunt for treasure.
So Jenny's written a lot of books in her time, and here we are. There's a copy here, Elizabeth, a celebration in photographs of the Queen's life and reign. It's a nice, I'd call a coffee table book. Get her to sign it. Somebody's going to want that, aren't they?
With that, the day is almost done, and Jenny's house is that little bit sparser.
Primarily, I wanted to get rid of stuff and declutter, but there's some quite nice and quite unique stuff there, actually. So if it makes some money, I'm going to think up some special treat for the grandchildren.
Angus came to collect a bit of royal memorabilia, but is leaving with a van filled with all sorts of items from Jenny's past.
Wow. You have been busy. I'm a little bit sorry to say goodbye to my Jubilee bear, but, you know, it can find another shelf to sit on,
Somebody
hopefully.
will love it, won't they?
Yeah.
We'll see you on auction day.
Exciting. Honestly, this will be exciting because it's the first time I'll be on that end of the auction.
Wonderful, thank you.
All right, farewell then. Safe journey.
It's not a particularly big job, and I've managed to eke out a book of hers, and she's a little bit embarrassed because she's worried it won't sell on auction day, but I've told her I'm a good auctioneer, so should do all right.
Here's hoping there will be plenty of royalists in attendance come auction day. After a 6-hour drive back to Kirby Moorside, specialist cataloguer and valuer Mark is on hand to assist Angus with the unload of Jenny's goodies.
In fact, the most big heavy stuff is her husband's country and western vinyl collection, which I know you'll be a massive fan of, Mark. Yeah.
While they tackle the vinyl collection, book specialist Jack is studying one of Jenny's more novel pieces that's bound to cause a stir at auction. It's her husband's first edition copy of the Salman Rushdie book.
So this is one of the great things about this job. Of course, my specialty is books, and every now and then we get a really good collection of books coming through. Now, when you hear first edition, a lot of people straight away think, oh, it's worth a lot of money. Now, in most cases, a first edition is always a good sign.
And popular authors are more collectible, right, Jack?
So, from Jenny's house, we managed to get this fantastic first edition of Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children. Now, it's his second novel, and he won the Booker Prize. And he's quite a prolific writer. He's written some very interesting books, and all of them have been praised as being great literary works. Because it's always great to find a first edition like this, which is a really good quality book.
Inside the warehouse, Angus is busy preparing other lots for auction on a similar theme to Jenny's star pieces.
We see lots and lots of royal memorabilia, but there's a difference between memorabilia and actual royal items. Commemorative ware is usually produced on a commercial scale to make the most from a commercial aspect from an event, and that could be a royal wedding, a coronation, a birth. If you've got a load of memorabilia to a certain monarch and they pass away, there'll be a small window of increased prices and then it'll settle back down again. The big difference between commemorative wear like this is this wouldn't fetch a great deal. Jenny's menus, they're actually from a meal that was had with royalty. That will have much more of appeal to a collector's audience because you can't just go get another one, can you?
4 weeks later, and after a 400-mile journey across the country, Jenny has arrived bright and early to bag her seat.
You're looking very glamorous.
Come to sunny Yorkshire,
Wow,
yeah.
I know. It is wonderful. Get yourself a coffee and I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you. Okay.
I think Jenny's going to add a certain bit of glamour to the sale room. How a lots will do, I'm not sure. We've had mixed interest, pre-sale interest, so a little bit trepidation about, whether things will sell or not. Hopefully there's some royalists out there that, are going to like that sort of thing, but there's one particularly good book that should sell well. But until that moment when the gavel falls, you never know quite what result you're going to get.
Lords, ladies, if you'd be so kind as to take your seats, may the auction begin. Jenny has 25 lots in today's sale, and assisting Angus on the rostrum, we have clerks Emma and Heather keeping an eye on online bids, and Gary on porter duties.
Right, we go on to the Jenny Bond collection. We're very pleased to have Jenny in the room. Thank you, Jenny. And we start with the Christie's catalogue there for dresses from the collection of Diana, Princess of Wales. There we go. Where should be for this one? Go straight in at £70 on commission at £70 a bid. At £70 a bid at 70 it is, then at £70 at 70. 5, 80, 5, 90, 5, 100. At £100 it is, then at £100 at 100. We're all done for the iconic sale. At £100, then at 100, all done at £100.
Sold to a buyer right here in Kirby Moorside.
It's quite historic, but that's all right.
Next to go under the gavel is the Golden Jubilee Bear, made back in 2002 to mark the 50th anniversary of the accession of Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh. Now we need to find a good home for this, because I've got 2 hungry Jack Russells. £20 surely, 20 a bid, thank you. You've got 20, 22, 22, 25, 25, 28, madam. 28 for the lovely bear in the corner? No. 25 it is then at 25, 28, I've got 28, 30. 30, £30 a bid at 30, at 32, 32, 35, 35, 40, £40 a bid at 40, it will done at 40.
Selling comfortably for its estimate of £40.
I shall miss him, but he's got a new home.
Next up is the 1992 Guildhall dinner menu, along with a second royal menu to mark the centennial anniversary of Her Majesty, the Queen Mother.
It was a good lunch, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I didn't get much to eat. I had to report on the speech. I had to leave the food and go and report.
The menu does look good. I mean, the 40-year-old tawny port, I thought that was quite nice, yeah. 2 commission bids on this. We start at £120. 120 and bid at 120, 130, 140, 150. At 150 it is then. At 150 it is then. At 150 it is then. At 150. We're all done. I'm selling then at £150.
Sold to a buyer in North Yorkshire.
I think it was probably a bargain, but that's fine.
And the next item is a real page-turner.
This is your own book, isn't it?
You made me put this in. This is really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. I don't mind. I can take it home again, don't worry.
I'm sure if somebody in the room bought it, you'd kindly sign it for them.
You made me sign it already. It's already signed, but I can personalise it.
You can personalise it, yeah. Where should be for it? £20 start me.
What did
Can you please not embarrass me, because I... 20, thank you very much, madam, at £20 it is, then at 20, at £20. Don't be shy, come on. 22, 22, at 25, 25, 28, 28, 30, 2, 5, 8, 40, 2, 45, 48, 50.
One bidder is out.
£50 it is then at 50.
And one bidder still in.
Anybody else want Jenny Bond's book at £50 it is then. At £50 at 50. We all done at 50. Thank you.
Well,
56.
Thank you. When I collated this, I wanted pictures of a smiling, happy queen. And so you'll find lots of lovely pictures in there.
Up next is Jenny's husband's vinyl collection. 1,100 records have been divided into 5 lots. This first lot is made up of 220 of them.
Huge collection of vinyl records. You smiled very nicely at me to take them, didn't you? Yeah. Mostly country and western, but there is a bit of Jimi Hendrix in there. There we go. Oh, that's going to sell it. Looks like Pink Floyd at the back there. We are flying. 22, 5, 8, 30, 32, 52, 52, 55 is it now? £55 surely, 55, 58, 40, £40, 42 is it now? 42, 45, 45, 8, 50 now? 5, £55, 55, 60 is it now? 60 anywhere is it now? At 60, 65, £65 at 65. We're all done. Gavels up at 65. Thank you.
Yeehaw! And over the next 4 minutes...
Done at £48. 42, 960.
Angus sells all of Jenny's husband's country and western records for a rootin' tootin' £260. From vinyl records to oil on canvas, it's the painted smuggling scene next under the gavel.
This is interesting. There we go, the English school, 19th century, smugglers in the moonlight. There we go, where should be for this? I've got 25, 8, 32, 32 at 32, £32 at 32, a little flurry on the net there and it's stalled at 32. Anybody else now for this lovely oil on canvas there? 32 at 32, £32, all done.
Sold to a local, soon to be hanging on a wall in Kirby Moorside.
Belonged to my mother.
There's one lot left, the star of the show, or at least what Angus hopes will be, Jenny's husband's copy of a Salman Rushdie first edition book, the Booker Prize award-winning Midnight's Children.
We start at 120, 130 I have, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210.
It's certainly a good start.
At 210 it is, then at 210, 220, fresh bid. At 220 it is, then at 220, 230, anywhere is it now? 230 is it? 230 is it now? At 230, surely 240, 240. At £240 it is then. At 240, we're all done. The gavel is up. I'm going to sell Midnight's Children at £240. Thank you.
I shall never tell him off again for collecting books.
Auction over. So how has Jenny done? Will the grandkids be getting spoilt rotten?
Well done. That was fantastic.
Oh, that's right. Well, there was certainly some Jenny fans in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, no, it was lovely. People were very charming.
I suppose you'd like to know what you'd be taking home.
I do, because I've sort of vaguely marked it down, but I haven't totted it up.
You'll be walking away with £1,742.
Really?
Yes.
That is more than I expected. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
I'm going to use that on family days out to take the grandkids out. Just a normal day out, I don't know, on a steam train or something, or to the zoo.
Yeah.
It's a pot of money for grandkids to have lovely days out.
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure they'll enjoy it. And you've been an absolute joy, thank you. And you've added a certain glamour to the sale room today.
We do our best.
The sale room team are kept on their toes as items from all over the world need to be carefully researched and catalogued, ready for the next auction. And it's an endless task for Angus to find the best lots to go under his gavel.
Well, I think it's going to be better weather in France, Jack.
Oh yeah, I think it is where we're going. It's always nice weather down there.
Well, I'm not even taking a jacket. Travel light on a plane. That's my motto.
He's had a very interesting job come in, and it's taking him and Valuer Jack across the channel.
And you've reliably told me that you know the area really well, so you're going to be my tour guide.
Oui, oui, mon plaisir.
You'd best swap that flat cap for a berry, Angus. It's an 800-mile journey door to door for Angus and Jack as they head into rural France to meet one of the UK's best-loved actors, Sid Owen. Hitting our screens at just 16 years old, Sid is best known for his starring role in one of the longest-running dramas in British television history, EastEnders. This iconic role has lasted for over 30 years.
You know, you're on this massive, stage in front of a lot of people and the biggest show on TV. So, definitely learnt on the job, that's for sure. It's a good way of learning your craft.
What most people don't know about Sid is that he's a Francophile and he's had a house in Charant in southwestern France for 20 years.
I was actually pretty good at French at school, and I had a restaurant here for years as well. So, I picked up a bit of French, although all my French staff were talking Cockney after about a month, and I'm trying to learn French, and they're talking to me like, "All right, mate." So it was quite funny.
It's just a short drive from Bordeaux Airport to Sid's home in Juignac, a small village nestled in the region of Poitou-Charentes.
Well, this is more like it, Jack.
Yes.
Rural France. This is what you imagine it to be, isn't it?
Oh, it's perfect.
That slightly rustic countryside, vineyards, nice-looking properties.
When I bought the house, I didn't look at many properties, I remember, and walked in the garden and was like sort of blown away. And I was like, I've got to have this before I even saw inside. And I just fell in love with it.
In the last year, Sid's entered a new chapter in his life.
I'm very proud now of being a dad. You know, nothing else really matters now. I never thought I'd say that, you know, the day that, you know, I'm a father, but, you know, I am, and I'm, you know, sort of overwhelmed and chuffed.
So after 2 decades, with life setting new priorities for Sid, he's decided to sell. He's moving everything back to the family nest in the UK with fiancée Victoria and their daughter Sky.
I'm very sad, obviously, you know, because I think it's actually the longest property that I've ever had. You do sort of grow attached to it.
He sounds like he's got some interesting stuff with Sid. And I think, you know, there's a bit of a French flavour to it, you know, that. So I think we've pretty much got free reign of his house. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, actually.
There are things that I'm like, attached to, and I've got some quirky bits which I've had for, you know, many, many years. So if they didn't sell, I wouldn't be disappointed.
I think this is it. Look, I think, look.
Right. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, my word, look at this. Gorgeous.
Angus.
Sid.
How you doing?
Jack.
Jack, nice to meet you.
Wonderful.
Come in.
Thank you very much, thanks. What a spot, Sid.
I know, yeah, it's been a long time. I've been here 20 years now.
A lot of fond memories here.
A lot of fond memories, yeah. I mean, my niece got married here. Oh, wow. So that was, you know, that was a good day. 150 mad English people here.
Well, I suppose it's a case of looking round, seeing what, you know, we've got a van and taking the best load we can and see what we can do.
See what we can do, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you around and get cracking.
Brilliant, great. Jack, do you want to have a look round in here and start working out what's going to go, and I'll follow you on.
Come on in,
great.
let's do it. So I've got this old one-arm bandit.
Wow.
And it's the only fruit machine in the world that you'll never actually win on.
Have you rigged it?
No, it's just, you just can't win, it's impossible.
You've never won?
I was literally 17, 18 when I bought it. It's like, as you get older, possessions, what do they really mean? I'm quite happy with the clothes on my back. You don't need all this stuff.
It's a great decorative piece. I mean, that would be really popular, yeah, we like
It probably needs a little bit of polish it up. Mind you, people like it a little bit worn, don't they?
Yeah, it's fine. Adds character. One-armed bandits, as we see them now in this current form, were developed in the late 19th century, 1898, I think it was, in San Francisco. These would have been in all the casinos of the day, and then over here, you know, you would have had them in pubs and that sort of thing. Just like nowadays you have the fruit machines, as we call them. These were the precursor to that.
At auction, this bandit might just finally pay out for Sid.
OK, so this is 1950s, 35mm Gourmand projector, but it was actually left here.
OK.
It was so heavy, I remember we tried to move it once and we sort of went, let's just leave it there.
We'll certainly have a go with it.
I mean, someone said to me, like, film studios, it would be a nice sort of piece in production company or something, I don't know. But it's got to go.
OK, fine. Yeah, different. We like that. Quirky's good.
Cool.
The unlucky duo doing the heavy lifting are specialist movers Greg and Charlie. Angus has called on their services to help move Sid's things. And with over 40 years of combined experience shifting things from the continent, they're perfect for the job.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Ah, bonjour, Angus.
Yeah, it might get a bit warm later loading this van, mightn't it?
Hope there's nothing heavy.
Yeah, about that.
Here we go.
There's something upstairs.
Let's have a look. Here we go.
Kind of like that to go if we can.
While they get to grips with the projector...
We'll take that off. That should make it a bit lighter. So...
Okay.
Angus continues the tour with Sid.
You know, I bought this sort of piece quite a few years ago now.
Yeah.
I've got nowhere to house it.
Okay. Although that type of furniture's dropped off, this chinoiserie effect, that has become popular again. And it was popular in the late 1700s, it was popular again in the 1920s, and it's becoming popular again now. So did you pay much for it, or...?
A lot, meaning back in the day it was probably a lot, which was probably 500 quid or something.
Okay.
It might not make quite that in the current market.
I have to say, Sid, you've got a few nice pieces. If you... I mean... You into antiques? Are you
well,
been a bit of a...
saying antiques, I was just into, you know, what I like the look of. So, but yeah, I mean, I sort of do know a bit of quality over as opposed to not. France, as you know, there's brocantes sort of every weekend. I didn't have anything to spend my money on, so it was like, just spend it on antiques or, you know,
Well,
crazy stuff.
that's a great mantra. I think everybody should do that.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's a big place, so I'm just going to let you wander and have a little think and look.
I'll give you a shout if I need anything.
All right, mate.
I recognise that. This is typical of French police, but also French army officers. And that's known as a capi. So you can see where a baseball cap, the word baseball with the cap, has come from. You've got the peak for the baseball cap, and the capi is flat top, whereas the baseball's domed. It's in good condition. They don't do huge amounts. They're a bit of fun. It's got a bit of age to it. And, you know, it fits me perfectly.
Très bon, monsieur.
Heavy. Picks some Angus, doesn't he?
Yeah, only the best.
Well, there's a lot of big stuff, a lot of awkward to carry bits, and, you know, typical French sort of farmhouse, narrow staircases, narrow doorways. You know, it's an old building, so it's going to be a bit tricky getting loaded up.
While the lads get a proper workout, Angus and Jack have stumbled across some furniture for lightweights.
Do you know what, Jack? This is typical of, well, Victorian period France, isn't it? Yeah, this style, and you saw this come across to us a little bit. And these, you know, would have been a pot cupboard, and quite often they're lined like this is with marble. Normally there'd be a pair. These are two individual ones.
The sort of the simple rustic charm about them for going anywhere in the house.
Yeah, no, they're great. Well, best they can get them packed on the van.
Perfect.
The slight problem, I suppose, really, is because it's such a good job and there's a lot of good saleable bits, is we've got one Luton van, so we're limited how much we can take. It's about cherry-picking what's there and taking the cream to make it the most economical van load for Sid and for us as well.
Morning.
It's not just the house. Sid has outbuildings packed with French collectibles too.
This I've had for, what, like 25 years?
I mean, they're still going to this day as a company.
These are in pretty good nick, really. They're like...
They're nice. And croquet sets, very popular. Yeah, no, we'd definitely take those.
OK. They're yours.
Great.
On to the next. Let's do it.
Time is really against us. You know, the lads on the van, they need to get back and catch a ferry and get back to England and sail room. And, you know, me and Jack have got a flight to catch, you know, back to Yorkshire. And we don't want to miss that, so we're going to have to get a move on.
Lugging a huge Dirty Harry pinball machine through the farmhouse isn't going to speed things up, that's for sure.
This pinball machine is fantastic. It's made for the French market rather than the English market. But we can soon get the plug converted so it at least work in the UK. So what, it's heavier than you think, isn't it?
Certainly is.
You know, even I remember as a kid at the cinema, they had a whole arcade section. And it was a big thing. People didn't have the computers and things at home, and to go to the arcade and the new issue coming in, and it was this pinball machine for this movie. Everybody wanted to play it. I think it'll do very well at auction. You know, it's going to be very desirable. They don't come up very often.
With the van almost full, Angus has time for one last look around.
I mean, the lovely thing about this is we're in a traditional French sort of farmhouse. What's nice is to see some of the things you'd expect to see. And this is a classic French enamel stove.
The first cast iron stove was manufactured in the 1640s. 100 years later, a more efficient stove was invented by Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers. His stove used less fuel and generated more heat. So clever was his design, it's just as usable today.
You know, if you go back to the days when, you know, everything was run off that. You know, you could cook on there, you could have a kettle on there. It would also heat the room. I mean, this one isn't ancient, maybe 30, 40 years, but the style hasn't changed from the Victorian period. You know, this is how they would have been made in the late 1800s, right through. And it's very typical French design. You come to this beautiful area, you want to take something that's local to the area back. I've really enjoyed this job.
After 6 hours of hard work, over 20 years of Sid's memories now fill the van.
It feels good, actually. It's like done and dusted. As I say, it's like a new chapter, onwards and upwards. I'm into buying baby toys now, not furniture.
sort of strange probably seeing it empty because it probably hasn't been empty for 20 years. I know there's still bits here.
Yeah, most of the good stuff's gone.
Well, we'll see you up in auction and we'll hit the road, Jack.
Right, well, thanks a lot, guys, and safe journey back. Obviously now, sort of being a dad, it's I want the auction to go well because now I'm thinking about what, you know, to do with baby, get her set up properly and have some nice holidays as well.
We've got some good stuff on that job, Jack, you know.
There's some really interesting pieces.
I think maybe his expectations on a few of the prices might be a little bit high. I mean, obviously he's bought everything retail and, you know, we're selling at auction, so it doesn't always quite translate that.
Back from Sid's, the team wastes no time in unpacking his things. And Mark is ready and waiting.
Right, doesn't it? Yeah, they do quite well, these, you know. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a French one. Yeah. Plug adapter on it, get it fired up. We need some euros rather than pounds. Right.
Inside the auction house, Angus's mum Caroline and valuer Nick are taking a closer peek at one of Sid's most treasured items.
Give it a whirl. Give it a spin.
Gosh,
Split the winnings if there's anything in it.
Don't hold your breath, guys. It hasn't paid out in over 30 years.
You wait, it'll be jackpot. Nothing. A plum, cherry and a lemon.
Have you played this before, Mark?
Never, no. What about you?
I think I have, actually, but I don't think I played by the rules.
Meanwhile, Mark and Charlotte are really hard at work researching Sid's croquet set.
Believe it or not, this was the first Olympic sport that females were allowed to compete in.
Of course he knew that. Mark knows everything.
So it was 1900s Olympic Games.
Not sure the way I'm going that I'll
could
be playing
represent
this
the country
in
in
the Olympics. Right, whoever gets it through this one's the winner,
Oh,
Mark,
go on then.
so...
I'll give you that, that's a winner.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Guess what your prize is? Finishing off that catalogue.
Mark.
I know.
Meanie. Nearly 3 weeks after Angus visited Sid at his French home, he, his fiancée Victoria and their baby daughter Skye have made the journey to Yorkshire to see his things go under the gavel.
Who's this?
You know, they're only possessions. Don't mean anything. This little thing means more. Right.
All changed since you came along. Say hi.
You're the star of the show, aren't you? Are you all right? Did you have a good trip up?
Yeah. Now I'm looking around, I didn't realise how much sort of stuff I had.
Sid's got a lot of items in today, and I mean, that one-armed bandit is particularly good, and the pinball machine, I think they could be the stars of the show. We're not going to be letting things go too cheaply. You know, we've given him estimates, and we need to be hitting around those figures, otherwise he's not going to be happy, and he'll be sending the Mitchell brothers round, won't he?
Yeah.
And what of the money raised?
Hopefully we can book a holiday.
Yeah.
Take the baby away.
First holiday.
No pressure, Angus. There are 43 lots of Sid's French collectibles to go under the gavel. Today we have Jasper and Charlotte keeping an eye on online bids, and James is on the floor on porter duties. Take your seats, everyone. The auction is about to begin.
Very pleased to welcome Sid and his partner.
First up is the chinoiserie side cabinet that Sid spotted in an antique store over 25 years ago.
I have to say, Sid, you had good taste, didn't you?
I do have good taste, yeah.
You're getting the smile from next door, yeah. There we go. Where should be? 100 bid at 100, 110, 120, 120 at £120 it is at 120.
Sold. And one Yorkshire dealer goes home happy.
There we go, the marble top there, I've got the £60 bid.
Next up is the infamous Gaumont projector.
Now, the lot you've all been waiting for. It's heavy. It was upstairs, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Start me at 150. 150 to get us underway. 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. At £200 at 200, we all done. 200.
Unfortunately, the bids aren't quite hitting the estimate, so Angus declares a no sale. He'll try to drum up interest from collectors at another auction.
Now we're getting on to the good stuff. The one-armed bandit. It is working, but apparently it never pays out.
It never pays out.
No. And you bought this when you were like
17? Yeah.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. So real bit of Sid Owen's history here.
Can Sid's teenage purchase get the auction going again?
We open the bidding at £1,000. 1,000 a bid. 1,000 at 1,000. Next bid's 1,050. £1,000 at 1,000 it is then, and 50 is it now. At 1,050 is it now. At 1,050. At £1,000 it is then. At 1,000 top bid. I'm going to sell at £1,000. All done.
Success! The one-armed bandit goes to a happy buyer in Wales.
Yeah, we're happy with that.
And it looks like we're gaining some momentum with some other popular items, including the cast iron stove,
at 150.
The pair of 20th century marble top bedside cabinets,
at £70. 70, thank you.
and of course, the French kepi.
We all done at £42.
Nice modelling there, Angus. Next up is the croquet set.
There we go. We're 45, 55, 58. £58 and bid at 58. 60 is the next bid. 60. Oh my word, look at this. About 3 sets of hands go up in the room. 60 with the lady on my right. 60, 65, 65, 70, 5, 80, 5, 90, 5, 100, 110, 120, 130, 130, gentleman's bid. Ladies, we all out? At 130 it is then. At £130 it is then for the croquet set. At 130.
Jackpot. It sells for 3 times its estimate. Now for Sid's final lot, the Dirty Harry pinball machine. Let's hope it makes someone's day.
We have to open top commission bids. We come in at 15.50.
Is Sid feeling lucky?
1,600 fresh bid, thank you. 1,700 bid. 1,700 and bid. At 1,750 is it now? We all done. One more bid is it now? 1,750. Anywhere is it now? 1,700. We all done. I'm going to sell then at 1,700.
The pinball machine is the star of the auction, selling for 2 times its estimate.
Lovely jubbly. I think let's go and count the money.
But will it be enough to fund their dream family holiday?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not quite the south of France, but, you
It's
know.
not. Yorkshire's beautiful, though.
Yeah, good. And, well, I suppose you'd like to know how much of a budget you've got for a holiday.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Well, you've got £4,670 to come
That'll
back.
do.
That'll do lovely.
That'll do.
That'll do nicely.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure.
No, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and have a safe trip back.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think it went quite well. Yeah, it was a little surprise, you know, obviously with the one-armed bandit, which I've had for so many years. As I say, it's a shame to let some of the stuff go, but I wish I had room for it, and but unfortunately we haven't. So.
But overall, it was good. Good result.
Yeah, very good result. I think we're going to have a nice holiday now.
Yay.
On the edge of the Yorkshire moors is the picturesque town of Kirby Moorside, home to auctioneer Angus Ashworth.
220, 220, 230, 240.
He's on a mission to help celebrities.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Hi.
Angus,
Anneka.
come on in.
Morning.
Turn their odds and ends
Maybe we should have a look round.
If you're ready for this,
Yeah.
it's a big place.
into piles of cash.
So do you think they're worth a bob or two?
Somebody would give you 10 quid for that.
Clearly not you.
Who signed it?
Yeah.
Sarah Baker?
Yeah.
Worth a fortune.
I think it's quite a rare thing. You're looking at about sort of 500 to 800.
Okay.
Come along as he visits their homes
Gin and tonic?
This is just idyllic, isn't it?
It's pretty special, I have to say.
and uses his expert knowledge
That is actually a great find, but I can sell that all day long.
to uncover hidden gems,
That cat is pretty calm.
I'm going to introduce you to lycra room.
Wow.
sentimental family heirlooms,
I went on holiday with my mother on this little railway.
and the just plain weird.
No, Anthony said have a nosy in his cupboards, but what on earth?
Then invites them back to his Yorkshire auction house
580, 600 is it now?
to watch him put them under his gavel.
my God, he's like a magician, isn't he?
Bid at 70 it is, then at 70, at 70, at 70. All done at 70, Gavel's up at £70.
Angus Ashworth first picked up the gavel 21 years ago as a junior auctioneer in Scarborough. Today, he employs around 30 people. His auction house is thriving, and as a father to 3 young children,
£50.
£50? He's busier than ever.
I'm incredibly lucky because I live and work in Yorkshire, which for me is one of the best places there is.
But from time to time, Angus's work takes him out of his beloved Yorkshire and across the country in search of hidden treasures.
Well, it's interesting that you're photographing a barometer.
Why is that?
What does a barometer tell us?
The weather.
Yes. Well, there's a job to go look at, but it's for a weatherman.
Which one? Would I know them?
Owain Evans.
Yeah, I
weather
know.
person, and he did that drumming thing, didn't he?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You mean.
Well, we're off to his house.
Oh, right, OK. Interesting. Find out what's going on there.
Angus and Nick are embarking on a 90-mile drive across the Pennines to Manchester to visit the home of a modern-day national treasure. Owain Evans, Britain's most fashionable forecaster, known for his sunny smile, shiny suits and thunderous musical talents. His proudest moment was a 24-hour Drumathon for children in need.
I had no idea that that would raise nearly 4 million quid. That's where we are now. The whole thing was so surreal, but it was just incredible.
He may be the Keith Moon of meteorology, but he's still got a shed load of gear that needs clearing sharpish. Now that's rock and roll.
I've got lots of aircraft paraphernalia, I suppose we could call it, which my father has handed down to me. He's an aircraft historian. I've got a shed full of Airfix models. I have no use for these things because I'm not a model maker, but Dad has wanted to get rid of these for a while.
The reason why I bought you, Nick, and you're going to enjoy this job, is he's got a huge collection of models.
As Angus's in-house model expert, this job could be right up Nick's alley.
Here we are. Always get a twinge of excitement before going into a job like this.
It sounds promising. Let's go meet him.
OK.
Oh, here we are, Nick. What a lovely garden.
Hello, darlings.
Hello.
So nice to see you both.
And you.
Come on in.
Thank you very much.
Owain and his husband moved into this 3-bedroom home in the suburb of Chorlton 2 years ago.
Welcome.
What a lovely home you have.
Oh, thank you. It's taken a bit of time. It didn't look like this when we first moved in.
And childhood for you was sort of South Wales, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I grew up in a place called Ammanford in South Wales. It's an ex-mining town. It was quite a weird place to grow up as a young gay man. You know, I felt like I was literally the only gay in the village. So that was a bit weird. But there's a certain fondness and a connection to the place, and Mum and Dad are still there.
Is there any sort of things that you've collected over your lifetime?
Yeah, weirdly, over the years, I've accumulated all sorts of stuff myself. And my father, for years, has been interested in aircraft, Second World War aircraft in particular. There are some significant models in my shed.
Well, this is why I bought Nick with us, because he's our sort of model and aviation specialist. There's not really a lot you don't know about models.
I know a fair amount from experience. I'll have a look in the box. I'll know exactly what they are.
While Nick heads off to the outhouse, for Angus, the treasure hunt begins.
You've really got a mix, haven't you?
There's quite a lot going on, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm eyeing the watch.
It was actually given to a relative of mine by a German prisoner of war in Tunisia. And I had no idea that it had this history or this story. And then, you know, ended up back in Wales, and here it is now with me.
Following the Battle of Tunisia in 1943, the Allies took more than 250,000 German and Italian troops as prisoners of war. POWs often traded valuables like watches as currency.
Works.
Does it?
Yeah.
I've never even checked if it worked.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Taken away.
I can't believe that.
So, really nice thing. Wristwatches are still very popular, even with the digital age where we all look on our phones. Wristwatches are still very in.
Yeah.
There's a particularly interesting military wristwatches. So this is nice. German one, it's all stamped up on the back. The strap's not the original strap, but that doesn't matter. But that's a nice thing, isn't that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very exciting to hear.
While Angus carries on snooping, model mad Nick's in seventh heaven.
There's some really interesting models in here, models that I never knew even existed. Almost all the boxes are just like this. The day they were bought, they're absolutely mint, which is really quite rare. There's some old Airfix small-scale ship models, which can do really, really well. What's underneath here? Let's have a look. We've got motorbikes and vehicles, cars, old Rolls-Royce. That's a nice little model, isn't it? Lovely. Look, £2.85 from Woolworths.
There's a real pick and mix collection of models here, which will require closer inspection back at the sale room.
We've got random bits here. What's going on with this? Oh, wow.
So that is a navigation lamp.
Yes.
From a Second World War aircraft, again, that was scrapped. These things that often come up, do you see things like this?
Yeah, so it's very much like an angle poise lamp, and it's made by, Herbert Terry, who are probably one of the most well-known makers of the angle poise lamp, which is this sprung mechanism. Become hugely fashionable again, because it's out of a plane, and it would have been the navigator's little night lamp. But somebody would mount that on a block, rewire it all with modern wiring, and you've got a great, quirky desk lamp.
It may look a little weathered, but this could shine. Even so, rusty old lamps just don't seem very Owain. Anything more sparkly on offer?
What drew you to brooches?
I don't know, there's something about a brooch that I love. I think that there's something quite flamboyant about a brooch, and the ones I like the most are the ones that you would probably not expect a man of my age to wear.
Yeah.
You know, and I love making a suit more flamboyant and really more feminine and camp almost, you know, because, that cat is pretty camp. You can't look at that and say that's not camp. Yeah. So I love all of that sort of stuff.
They went completely out of fashion. I mean, they were a massive thing. Brooches were a real in thing, and then they kind of disappeared. And they're starting to come back, which is great.
Yeah.
And you get everything you can imagine. The weird and the wonderful and everything in between. I'll have a rummage through and see if we can pick anything out.
The brooches will be sold as a job lot and are heading straight for the van.
Owain's got the most interesting houses. The interior's lovely. He's mixed the old and new together, and it really works. And I love that. You've got 18th century, early 19th century pieces with 1970s pieces and modern pieces, and he's got some interesting bits.
And he's not done yet. Never one to miss a beat, Owain just had an idea.
There's a snare drum, which is part of this kit, and I played that when I was doing the Drumathon. That might be something that I'd be interested in.
Okay, well that'd be
having a look at.
I think what would be quite cool maybe is on the skin we could sign it up and say from Drumathon.
Nice.
I think that's it's a nice bit of history, isn't it? Really.
Absolutely.
A unique piece of kit that's sure to drum up some interest on auction day.
Shall I have a little go?
Oh, go on then, Owain. Why not?
So this is an acoustic kit, but I've had it converted to electric, so it kind of, to me and you, it doesn't sound.
I mean, I think I need to get my children one of these for a trumpet and a recorder.
Yeah, the neighbours are thrilled that, it's not a conventional drum kit. Yeah. But, it still kind of plays like one. So, there we go.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Growing up in southwest Wales, when I did, as a young gay man, the drums were always a thing that were there, and they were almost like a little comfort blanket for me. I've used them as a heat deflector when I was a teenager, as far as bullying was concerned and all that sort of stuff. But now I see them as a totally joyous thing.
Owain will donate proceeds from the sale of this drum to charity.
There we go.
That is brilliant. Thank you very much.
No problem.
While Angus has been autograph hunting, Nick's been a busy boy. The van is loaded up and Owain has a whole new room to play with.
Wow, look at that. I could see the shed again.
That could be a new drumming room for you.
It could be. That's where the drum kit will go. It's perfect.
Yeah. It's either that or you got a little cottage, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Could rent it out. No, it's perfect. I'm thrilled. I've loved having you here, and yeah, I can't wait to see how it goes down.
I'm sure we're going to do very well, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So lovely to see you.
No worries. Thanks.
See you later. Now the next step, of course, is the auction, so let's see how it goes there.
The thing I'm looking forward to looking up and researching is that German wristwatch. That potentially could be something a little bit special.
But with a lot of unusual bits and bobs as well, will Angus find buyers for it all? Back at base, the word is out. There's a horde of models on board, and specialist valuer Jack can't wait to have a nosy.
This is a really good job, isn't it?
Yeah, some really nice stuff. There's a couple of aircraft-related bits in here. OK, this is interesting. We acquired this somewhere. It's a TACAN device, a tactical air navigation system box, and it basically allows the pilot to determine where he's headed in relation to a beacon. From an F4 Phantom cockpit, it sits just under the artificial horizon.
It may not mean much to the rest of us, but this item that belonged to Owain's dad has definitely piqued Jack's interest.
It's not something you generally find as well. You'd think they'd probably all be destroyed after service.
We've got a tank periscope, and it works. Go on, have a go. We'll go.
I love that. That is fantastic. I'm actually holding it upside down, but still.
Meanwhile, inside the sale room, Angus is preparing a collection of watches to go under his gavel, as well as Owain's interesting Second World War timepiece.
Wristwatches have become hugely collectible, and people still like to wear them. We know the big names like Omega, Rolex, Tudor. They're a mark of quality, and people buy that brand. Now, Owain's watch, the brand and the name's not as well known. You know, it's not a mainstream one, but it was a World War II period watch, and that makes it sought after. So anything like that always commands a premium. Owain has, you know, the family story that it was given by a prisoner of war, which is a fascinating story, but you've got to have the provenance to back up a story like that. So, unfortunately, we can't sell it with that story because we haven't got any paperwork or anything like that to give that provenance, but nevertheless, still a great watch, and it will do very well.
Now the rest of Owain's goodies have made their way into the sale room, valuer Mark wants to get in on the act.
Oh, no, Nick, is this...
Yes, Owain's model collection. It's all from his father.
Wow.
These are the early ones. These are the ones that can be worth a little bit more money.
Yeah.
And amongst them all, he had an original Bristol Super Freighter. So that's actually quite a nice, valuable little model there.
This colossal fleet of miniature models will be divided into 25 separate lots. With an estimate of £40 to £50 each, that could bring in a windfall of more than £1,000. The big day has arrived, and weatherman Owain doesn't have to bring the sun, it's already here.
Wow, what a gorgeous day. Plenty of sunny spells, highs of 23 Celsius, and high pressure in charge, so hopefully it's going to be a high pressure auction as well.
Owain has created a bit of a stir at work, actually. Everyone really wants to meet him. Emma's volunteered to come and clerk on a day she's not normally in, and he's a lovely guy. I mean, we had a great time at his house.
Seeing as the models belong to Owain's dad, any money made from them will be heading his way. Unfortunately, model maniac Nick still can't keep his hands off them.
I saw these back in the early 80s, and it's a big scale helicopter model. And seeing that up on the shelf, always got me excited for some reason.
So that was a favourite of yours?
It was, yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Angus.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Great, nice to see you.
And you, and you brought the weather with you again, so thank you.
Well, I try. I hope it's as pleasant in the auction room.
I think we'll be all right, don't you, Nick?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, people like bits of old aircraft, you know.
Yeah.
Bit of history, isn't it? Hopefully we'll do all right.
I'm looking forward to it.
The auction room is filling up with eager punters on the lookout for a good deal. Will they find one among Owain's lots? Joining Emma to track internet bids is Charlotte, while Gary is on porter duty. But all eyes now turn to the man on the rostrum. The wait is over. It's auction time!
Owain's very famous for his lovely brooches, and these are a collection of his brooches. There we go, you too can look as stylish.
This first lot contains a mixture of costume jewellery, including hat pins, badges, and a dozen of Owain's brooches.
£20 unbid, 5, £25. At 25 it is, then at 25, 28, £28 at 28, 30 anywhere is it now? At £28 at 28, 30, thank you very much, sir. 35, 35, don't stop now. 35, £35 a bid, £35 a bid, 38, 38. 40, yes? At £45, £48, rounded up to 50, sir. In the room at £50. Thank you, sir.
It's a great start to the day. Now, from sparkly brooches to covert surveillance.
The tank periscope, there we go, always handy, isn't it?
I've used this quite a lot, actually.
You used it quite a lot?
Well, it's great for, you know...
Neighbours.
Yeah, exactly. Great for looking over the fence.
You know, if you've got a fence, you can just...
If you're that way inclined.
Yes, yeah. 18 bid kicks me off at £18. Very useful bit of kit. £18, £20 a bid at 20, £20 a bid at 20. £20 it is then at 20. For the tank periscope there at 20. 22 £22 at 22 it is then at 22. Thank you.
A modest sum, but a sale's a sale. Up next, it's another treasure from Owain's dad's World War II collection.
This is a lovely thing. The vintage Herbert Terry angle poise lamp, but it's a navigator's lamp out of a bomber, not just an ordinary angle poise there. We start 80, 120, 150, £150 I'm bid at 150, 160, 160, 160 it is then, 170, £170, they don't come up very often, the navigator's lamp there at £170, we're all done, Gavel's up, I'm going to sell at 170. 170, thank you.
Making 3 times its estimate, the lamp has played a blinder. Can this next military item continue the march to victory?
The German World War II Army issue watch at 100, at 100, 110. 110 is it, 120, 130, anywhere is it now?
There's no sale room bidders, but the internet is on fire.
120 I have. At £120 it is then at 120. We all done for the watch then at £120. 120, thank you.
The auction is ticking over nicely.
Very nice, very nice.
Now, who's in the market for a sat-nav, 1940s style?
The F4 Phantom horizontal situation indicator from a tactical air navigation system.
Try saying that after a glass of rosé.
Interesting thing, £50 we start at £50 at 50, let's be on now. At £50, a good thing, 55, 65, 75, 75 at 75 at 75, 80, £80 at 80. It's flying away at £80 at 80, 95, £95 at 95, 100 is it now, £100 a bid. At £100 it is, then at £100, we're all done. At £100 I'm going to sell at 100. £100, thank you very much.
Up next is the first from Owain's dad's huge model collection.
Not many people knew this, but Owain's a massive modeller.
I mean, look at them.
I know.
There are just so many of them.
You never built any, did you?
Never built any. Couldn't be bothered to build them.
This first lot contains 28 model kits of British and German World War II aircraft.
We're at £150 start, 150 a bid at 150 at 150, at 150 top commission bid at 150, 160 commissions are out, 160 it's online at 160, 160 for the airfix at 160, 160 thank you.
Sold to an online bidder. Can this next lot fly away too? It contains 2 models, including Nick's personal favourite.
The Super Freighter, there we go, quite a rare model is that, £50 for it, £50. £50 start me at £50, all unmade there, as it is there we go, you get 2 of them, 40 to get us going then, come on, 50 unbid, yes 50 unbid at £50, they're in at 50, don't drop the price now, £50 unbid at 50, at 50 it is then at £50, thank you.
Another good sale, and that's not all.
28, 55.
Over the next 15 minutes, a further 20 lots of models go flying out of the sale room.
130.
Bringing in an incredible total of £1,638. It's the final item of the day. Drum roll, please, Owain.
very drum-esque.
So there we go. This is the actual drum from the Drumathon, all signed up there. Please be generous with this.
Owain has promised to give any money to charity. All generous bidders need to step up now.
I've got £100 we start at. 100 commission starts me off 110.
The internet immediately springs to life.
40, 150, 160, 170, 180.
But Valuer Mark wants in on the action too.
210, 210, at 210 it's going to good cause. At 210 commission bids out. At £210 it is then. At 210 we're all done for the drum. I'm selling then at £210.
Good on you, Mark. And if you ask nicely, Owain might even give you a few lessons, but not until he's found out from Angus what the final total is.
Angus, I was amazed at some of the things, because obviously for me, a lot of these models are things that I've seen around the house, you know, Dad buying, not building. And then to see them go for that amount was just, honestly, I'm thrilled.
Well, you'll be taking home £2,540.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And I was thrilled that the snare drum, you know, was sold as well, and I was able to sign it.
Yeah.
So that's brilliant. Again, that's something that was close to my heart, you know, that drums.
Well, you've been an absolute star, an absolute gent, so thank you very much.
Angus, it's been a delight. Thank you.
Owain, I mean, he did not disappoint. He's so happy whenever you see him. I think he was quite surprised as well, the results. I mean, we did really well, particularly the Navigator's lamp. I mean, a great bit of British aviation history, you know, out of a bomber plane. That sold really well. So, all in all, it's been a very good day, and he certainly added a bit of charm and charisma to the sale room.
This too can be yours.
One certainty of life at the auction house is that collectibles come in from all corners of society and from the farthest flung reaches of the UK.
Now then, Angus, what's the plan of action today?
Well, we've got a very long drive ahead of us.
Oh, where are we going?
Going to Devon.
Oh, lovely.
We're going to see somebody known for probably their political career more than anything else.
You were town mayor for a while as well, weren't you?
I was, yeah. I have a photo here somewhere. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
That was me on Yorkshire Day. At that level, it's not party politics.
Yeah.
But this person was very much a very interesting character. Let's hit the road. Right. A long journey.
Hope you brushed your teeth and put your clean socks on, Jack. You'll need to be on your best behaviour for this one. It's an epic 6.5-hour drive to Devon for Angus and Jack. They're on their way to meet a veteran of British politics.
I think it's probably best if maybe actually we don't mention politics at all.
Yeah, I actually might bring it up myself as it's part of her life.
Anne Widdecombe, firebrand of the Conservatives. After joining the party in her 20s, she carved out a 40-year career at the forefront of British politics, striking fear into the hearts of her opponents.
Nowadays, I look at today's politicians, A, I don't know what their agenda is, and B, they never seem to get it done anyway.
Let's hope Angus is on his best behaviour. Anne retired from the cut and thrust of Westminster more than 10 years ago and soon after moved to this cosy bungalow on the idyllic Devonshire coast.
I came down here quite deliberately to be as remote as I could, as was sensible. I've got what I want, which is peace, quiet, solitude. Of course, I'm friendly with some of the neighbours. Of course I am. I'm not, you know, a recluse. But I haven't come here to sort of do things in the community. I've come here to retire.
Part of the retirement plan was to have a clear out of old things, but she's never quite got around to it.
I've often thought I'd like an antiques person to come into this house and just have a look round. There might be something here that I've never attached any significance to at all. Some of the things that I've attached significance to, they might tell me, you know, is completely worthless. And the great thing about Angus is he's got a very wide breadth of knowledge.
Oh, we're actually on Dartmoor. Home of the Dartmoor pony.
It reminds me very much of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, the Hound of Baskerville's going to come running out.
Elementary, my dear Angus.
I'm curious to see what happens. I'm quite sure that some of the stuff will be worth tuppence, but I'm always hopeful that there might be something that's worth a bit more. I don't think I'd be much cop as an antiquarian, but I like looking at them.
Here we are, Jack. Your nice gardens sloping away.
Lovely little house.
It's nice, isn't it? Well, we shall find out what she's really like.
Feeling a little nervous, are we, chaps?
Hello.
I'm
How do you
Anne.
do? Angus. Angus.
Hi.
It's incredible of you. I can see why you're living here.
Well, I bought the views. Anyway, do you want to see some antiques?
I would love to, yeah.
Come on in.
Thank you very much.
After buying the bungalow, Anne had it completely remodelled to her own exacting specifications.
Well, this is the library.
Wow. I love this room.
So do I. All my life I said I'm going to have a library when I retire, a proper library.
Wonderful. And this interesting poster.
Yes. Ravenglass to Nestdale. Obviously, it's a railway piece.
Yes, wonderful.
When I was a teenager, I went on holiday with my mother. One of the things we did, we went on this little railway.
Railway on is very collectible.
Any idea how much that would go for?
1 to 200 on that.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like it. It's good subjects. It's a nice picture.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, we like that. Yeah.
The next thing, it's an elm scarf, never been used, never been taken out of its wrapper, was given to me about 30 years ago.
French design house Hermès has been producing luxury accessories for nearly 200 years.
They're an absolute classic, and that, you know, they do sell well. I'll have a look at that particular pattern and what they're doing, and you know, nowadays the internet bidding, you know, people from all over the world bidding, and something like that's easy to post out. So yeah, we should do okay with that.
Luxury scarves may hold their value, but how about these little chaps?
These are Charlie bears, which are, of course, collectible.
Yes.
And each one of them is in a bag. They're all limited run, you know, and they're all numbered.
We can always find a home for a bear. Well, we can always pull on the heartstrings, and if we're struggling to get a bid for a teddy bear, I just tell the audience that I've got 2 Jack Russells, and they usually put their hand up and save the bear.
With tricks like that, Angus, you'd make a very good politician.
I best go get Jack in. He's going to love this room. He's our book cataloguer.
Ah.
So he's going to be in heaven in here.
While Angus has been nattering, poor Jack's been sheltering from the rain.
There's a room in the house you're going to love.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Come on.
Right.
None of Anne's books are going to auction, but that's not stopping Jack from having a sneaky peek.
Oh. This is very close to what my dream library would be.
I know you'd be happy left in it, so I'll leave you in your paradise.
Yes. It's really lovely being in a library like this. There's a lot of political books here, but it's an account of the preservation of King Charles II, and it was published in 1801, 200 years old.
We know you're in your element, Jack, but there's a van out there that needs loading.
This is your gym/conservatory.
So what's Angus been roped into now?
This is my wobble machine. You stand on it, you get thrown everywhere if you put it on at high speed. Frightfully good for bones.
Right.
When the spacemen come back at NASA,
Yes.
they go on a very sophisticated version of this,
Right.
and it restores bone density, which they've lost in space.
How's your bone density today, Angus?
I feel like jelly. How long do you have to stand on this for, then?
Well, I do 10 minutes at a time.
I think that's enough for me.
OK, well, you just press stop.
Oh, it's a funny feeling, isn't it?
It's weird.
One thing I will not be taking, and I don't want to get, is that wobbly thing. It felt weird, and I've got too many wobbly bits. But it obviously works wonders for Anne, and I mean, you know, she's fit as a fiddle, isn't she?
The wobbler's not going to Yorkshire, but as teddy bears, paintings and other assorted curios make their way into the van, the boys certainly aren't short of goodies, and Angus isn't done yet.
Now, this wonderful thing.
Yes.
Sometime we must have had a cobbler in the family. That came down from my great-grandfather. It's what you do for making shoes.
This mould, or last, was used by cobblers to help stretch out the leather of handmade shoes.
We see a lot of them, so that they don't do a lot of money. People do buy them. They make a good doorstop.
What would you get for that, £2?
I think we can improve on that. You know, it might hit double
3.
figures.
Double figures?
Yes.
Somebody would give you 10 quid for that?
Well, clearly not you, but we're not selling it to you, so that's all right.
Take it.
Take it. Right. I like your challenge.
He really does love a challenge, Anne, but not quite as much as he likes snooping round people's homes.
I have clocked some.
What have you clocked?
Well, this very nice piece of Satsuma ware.
Satsuma? I thought that was a tangerine.
Well, yes. Well, it is, yes. It's also a region in Japan that's very famous for its ceramics, its pottery.
When Anne was a young girl, her family lived in Singapore and spent time travelling around Southeast Asia. This Japanese dish was owned by her parents.
What's unusual about it is it's rectangular. Normally I'd expect to see a circular dish or something like that. And if we have a little look, how is your Japanese?
My Japanese is non-existent.
OK, that's great, that's 2 of us. But what's nice is it's got a 6-digit character mark, so generally more digits the better. I think that's what we would call a speculative piece.
Right.
I mean, I think a sensible estimate would be sort of 150 to 250 pounds.
I mean, I've really only got it on display because, you know, it was my parents and therefore, you know, it's got some sentimental connotations, but not enough to stop me selling it if people got excited.
Well, I'm delighted you're letting me have a chance with this, so...
Well, yeah.
And thank you very much, Anne. You've been an absolute pleasure. And we look forward to seeing you on auction day.
OK, I shall see you then.
Brilliant.
I've thoroughly enjoyed the day. I was amazed at the Satsuma. Totally amazed at it. I just thought it was sort of any old souvenir. So that was a bit of fun. If it makes money, that will be nice. If it doesn't make money, well, it's been an adventure.
We've got some interesting bits. And, you know, that Satsuma ware plate, that could just run away with us. So I really hope that we can give her a bit of a shock and a surprise on sale day. But that'll be down, I think, to the internet bidders, and you never know until the day.
Back at the auction house, Angus and specialist picture valuer Charlotte are preparing Anne Widdecombe's goodies for closer inspection.
Where do you want these? Just here?
Yeah. Nice picture there for you.
Lovely painting, that.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it?
Who's it by?
Owen Charant. Yeah, we haven't got lots of things. We've got a few bits.
Look at these teddy bears.
Well, yes, because not only are you pictures, you're the teddy bear lady, aren't you?
They're Charlie bears, aren't they?
They are.
I didn't have Anne Widdecombe down as a teddy bear lady.
No, I wasn't quite sure what to expect when I went and saw her, but I have to say, she was very nice.
Right then, I'm going to get them lotted up for the sale.
Yeah, well, I knew they were the best person to leave the bears with, so, yeah, I'll leave it with you.
Meanwhile, in the room next door, Jack has already started peeling away the layers of history on Anne's Satsuma plate.
Jack, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. I had actually quite a bit of fun looking up the mark that's on the back.
You need to get out more, Jack.
I know, I do. So, just for future, I mean, that little round circle, the crossing, that means Dai Nippon.
OK.
Now, the mark, it took me ages, because there's quite a few similar ones with the characters. But I've got it down to the Makazu kiln of Miyagawa Kozan. We've put it as early 20th century because it does look it. Interestingly enough, that particular kiln was destroyed in bombing in 1945, towards the end of the war, and they didn't rebuild.
We've got a slight problem.
Which is?
Anne's been on the phone.
Right.
And she's had a bit of a change of heart. Because obviously it was an old family piece. And I get what she's saying, you know, does she want to let it go for £200? It was an old, you know, bit of a family history. Say the reserve's now 500. I think having a hefty reserve on that could spoil its chances. I think really that's her star item that could swing how good a result is, isn't it? If that sells, she's going to be in for a good day. If not, well, she'll have had a nice ride out to Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anne's travelled 350 miles from Devon to be here for the big day, and she's making the most of it by having a good rummage.
10 bob note. When I was at boarding school, I used to get 10 shillings per half term for pocket money. 50p.
Fingers crossed you'll be walking away with a little bit more than that today, Anne.
Morning, Anne.
Good morning, Angus.
How are you feeling about being in an auction? Are you...
Well, I'm curious, I think, is the operative word. You know, I haven't got anything on sale that I don't really want to sell.
Yeah, there'll be a few people in the room. There'll be a lot more online, phone bids and commission bids. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
As the auction room fills up, Charlotte reacquaints Anne with some old friends.
They're very sought after now, actually.
I know.
I don't know if you know that I think this one is particularly rare.
Really?
Because it's not actually a bear, it's a cat. And,
and
I
it's
think
rare.
they're limited edition. So
Yes,
the fact
yes.
that there are less of this is one of 200 produced. So they're quite sought after, these.
The wait is over. As Angus steps up to the rostrum, his team are limbering up. Tracking online bids are Jasper and Jack. Donning the porter jacket is Gary. Leave your politics at the door, folks. It's auction time.
Right then, morning, ladies and gentlemen.
First up, the railway poster, a memento from Anne's childhood holidays.
I'm going straight in at £65. At 65 and bid at 65. The railway poster there at 65. At 65 it is then at 65. 75, 80.
All the bidding is taking place online.
£80 round at 80 it is then at £80 at 80. At 85, 90. At £90 it is then at 90. We're all done for the poster at £90 at 90. Steaming away at £90.
Anne's off to a flyer. But are there any fashionistas in the house? Anne's designer scarf is up next.
£70 start me. £70, we're off at £70 and off. At 70 it is, then at £70 at 70. 5, 75, 80. £80 a bit, 85, 90. We're woken up now at 90, 95.
Again, the internet is driving the sale.
100 at £100 it is, then at 100. At £100 it is, then at 100. 110, fresh bid at 110 it is, then 120, 120. 130, at 130 it is, then at £130. 140, thank you. At 140, at 140, at 140. 150, thank you. At 150 it is, then at 150, at 150. 160, we're still climbing. At 160 it is. At 170, 170. At £170 it is, then at 170. At 170 it is, then at £170. 170, thank you.
The silk scarf's almost doubled its estimate.
Not bad.
Anne didn't think this next lot would even fetch a tenner. Angus, on the other hand, reckons it will be a shoe-in.
Now, this is the lot you've all been waiting for. The shoe last on the leg there. There we go. I mean, it makes a good doorstop. You can make a lamp out of it. £10 for the leg. And don't let me down, because I've got a bet on with somebody that it will do at least £10.
He has.
£10, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, £10 this leg.
I told
This
you.
is going to be my defining auctioneering moment. £10, 10, don't let me down. 10, I bet the internet comes to life. At £10, at 10, we're off. At £10, £12, 15, 18, 18, they're going crazy. 20, £20 it is. At 20 it is, then at 20. At £20, at 20, at £20, at 20.
An internet bidder has just made Angus's day.
Well, I'd just like to say
You won your bet. Yeah, you won
thanks.
your bet.
Now is the turn of the painting by Welsh artist and sculptor Owen Charant.
And that goes straight in at 120. 120, it's a good picture. This at 120, 130, is it now? 130, 130, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 170, 170, 180, at 180, at 180, 190, 190. I've got two of you coming in at the same time. 190, 200, £200 a bid at 200. At £200 it is, then at 200, 210. 210, commission bids out at 210. At 210 it is, then at 210. They're all done lovely painting at £210, 220 anywhere, is it now? At 210 it is, then at 210. Gavel is up at 210.
It's another sale.
Not bad.
Anne's teddy bears are next. The first one up is part feline.
Now this is unusual because it's actually a cat bear. It's got £50 bid. 50 and bid at 50 it is, then at 50. 5, 60. £60 a bid at 60, at 60, at 60, we're all done. At £60 at 60, at £60.
Sold to a sale room bidder.
Not bad.
Over the next few minutes, Angus puts a further 5 teddies under the gavel.
£50. £28 at 28, £28. At £50.
Bringing in a total of £196. Anne's final lot is the Satsuma plate. She's instructed Angus to place a £500 reserve on this. Pressure's on.
I feel like I'm under scrutiny. It's terrible, this. Very interesting piece, this. There we go. Lovely bit of Satsuma web. And I've got several commission bids. 200, 300, 360,
Reserve
380, 400. At £400 wrap. At £400 it is. Then at 400, 420 fresh bid. 440, 440, 460, 480, 500, 520 is it now? 540.
The bidding has just rocketed past the £500 reserve.
560, 580, 600 is it now? 620 we're at 620, 640 is it now? At 660, 680 is it? 680 anywhere is it now? At 660 I'm at. At 660 it is then, at 660. At 660. At £660 it is then. We're all done for the Satsuma ware at 660.
Well, I thought it was a heap of junk, so thank you.
How's that for a tasty little dish? Angus has shifted 14 of Anne's lots, but has he done enough to win her over?
Yes.
That was okay, wasn't it?
The Satsuma obviously surprised me, but I still reckon you got one of your mates bidding for that leg. I really do. There's no way that anybody is daft enough to pay £20 for that.
Well, they have.
Are you really telling me the truth?
Sold to an internet bidder.
Right, well, I make no comment.
So overall, we're happy.
Oh, overall, we're very happy indeed, yeah.
I suppose you'd like to know how much you're taking home?
I reckon round about 1,500.
After our bit and everything, it'll be 14.45.
That's great, yeah.
Wonderful.
The centrepiece was the Satsuma, which I never focused on at all. And I think if my mother's up there, she's laughing.
Well, Anne's always been a tricky one to read. I was watching her closely when I was selling, seeing if it was happy facial expressions or not. But I think years of standing on one side of Parliament, she's used to playing the politics of a situation. I'm just over the moon because I told her that leg would sell, and it did.